Evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're bringing you the finals of the P1 Mazda Touring Car Cup. So this is round 10, live from Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. It's going to be a 20-minute quali and a 40-minute race for you guys tonight. Slipstream settings are on strong. Tyre wear is at times 10, fuel is at times 4. So pits will have to be made probably about halfway through this race. Oh God, how have I lost stuff already? It's amazing. So yeah, we've got the finals. Let me just find the points for you guys. Baggy changed into the quali session then. Stick ourselves out on track. Francochamp Baba, I didn't see who was in the room. Let's just go quickly out and see who was in the room. Get over there. So Baggy, Zuzims, DJ Maka, Pilgrim Paddy, West Ham Daz, Steve Scooby, Dory, Dizzy AL3, Rear Wheel 72, Hyder Rider, evening mate. So on track with the P1 boys, and Stewie Mac himself. Ryan, evening mate, how you doing? Gamer Dad, how you doing also? You racing tonight, Gamer Dad? Are you in tonight, Gamer Dad? JPH has joined the room. That's good. So let's go back on track. So currently Raoul leading this one. Let's put some gubbins on for you lot. Let's chuck ourselves to Dory. Stuck at work, damn it. Yes, my friend, yes I did. See, yes I have hit 200 subs, thank you. Thank you, Ryan. So yeah, in relation to that, I did say when I hit 200 subs, I was going to give out an email address for you guys to let me know where you're at, and I can send you some stickers. So it is darksmoka@googlemail.com. Send me an email saying who you are. Don't be lying, I'll be checking up to see if you're a subscriber or not. Blackguards. Yeah, let me know where you are, address-wise, and stickers in the post. If obviously you know people that are close to you, that save me a bit of postage. Obviously, if you receive stickers for your mate, it saves me sending 2 envelopes out. Yeah, so that's the address, darksmoka@googlemail.com. Send me an address, I'll send you some stickers. So yes, Spa tonight, big long one. 2.5 minute laps so far. That was an outlap though. Baggy Snails blagging a bit of a toe off Zuzims then. First of the hot lappers. It's good to see Baggy back on track. Go through Les Combes. Down towards Brussels. Still right on the back end of Zuzims, gaining that toe still. As I say, slipstream settings are on strong, so he will still gain a bit of a toe. Just out of that slipstream range now. DJ Maka, a little bit of a coming together there. It's not a race, boys, not yet. Pilgrim Paddy. All the boys rocking a great big Dark Smoker sticker, well, most of them. Let's see if the new boy Hyder Rider's got one on. Yeah, of course he has. Good lad. JPH doesn't appear to have a Dark Smoker sticker. Telling people that can't be right. So we've got Zuzims and Baggy then, just coming around for the first of the hot lappers, although Baggy has just run wide. It'd be interesting to know whether he picks up a penalty for that. So Zuzims will be first across the line. He's run himself massively wide in the background. So he's using just a 2:30.2 fastest laps so far. Let's see what Baggy's got. It's obviously going to be slower. 2:33 then. Dory's just beat him into second place with a 2:31.2. Baggy's, sorry, Stewie Mac next man out on track. 201 subscribers. See that? Who's just subscribed and not told me? Huh? Tell me who you are. So might get it all wrong then. Through the source. He sticks in a 2:34.9. He's currently in 5th. So Dizzy's chucked in a 2:31.7. So that throws him into 3rd currently. Pilgrim Paddy across the line with a 2:33.5. 5th place for him. Let's just push Stewie Mac back a place. Mac on a 2:36. 8th place, Steve Scooby. Just coming across the line now. 2:32.9. 5th place for Steve Scooby. So he's pushed Maggie Pilgrim and Stewie Mac back a spot. Mac on that 2:36. West Ham Daz 2:53.4 for him. JPH, evening mate. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. Oh, West Ham Daz sticking it in the wall out of the source then. Ryder, what's he got? 2:33, sorry, 2:32.3, so that chucks him up into 4th spot. West Ham Daz just having a look at. Doctor just coming out of the pits, and JPH chatting to us on the street. So yes, just a 20-minute quali. No Rowell in the lobby tonight. He is currently leading this championship, but we'll have to see where that sits him. Rear wheel 72 is his closest rival. I think he's too far back. He is. Someone will have to remind me whether it's 20 points for 1st place. I can't remember. Rowell's currently sitting on 141 points, whereas Rear Wheel 72 is on 119. If it's any more than 22 points, Rear Wheel takes it. So, as I said to you earlier, I'm amazed I've managed to lose stuff. I don't know how. It's gobsmacking. Chaos going off there. Right. Got to go for a bit of a mooch. People try and find some things. It's alright. I found my things. I was just being stupid. So this is Rowell's closest rival. 719 points for him. So let's find somebody close to... Okay, Don Dotter, if he stays out, let's go for a lap on board with Don. Does do. So he's down the start finish straight then. Heading towards the source. Quite a sharp one this is, easy to run wide on the exit, a lot of people do. Down the hill then to the ever famous Radion and Eau Rouge. So full power down here then. Let's see if he keeps the foot on through. Oh, he does let off a little bit through there. I've not driven these cars around this track, so I couldn't tell you whether that was a good thing or not. So he's onto the Kemmel straight then. Still full power down here, heading towards Les Combes. Hard on the brakes for this one. So that chicane then. Getting full power down here towards Brussels. Hard on the brakes for this hairpin as well. Power then down towards P1. So down to 4, easy again to run it wide through there, plenty of space to do it, but it will cost you time. So back on the power then down towards Campus. Again, the second part of this, easy to run wide through this. Bit of sand on the exit there. Catch you out. So now full power then down the straight towards Blanchimont. See what sort of time he's doing. I wasn't keeping an eye on his split times. So Blanchimont coming up now then. And just a little lift through there. Traction control kicking in. Hard on the brakes for the last chicane then. Again, we saw Baggy Snails run that one wide. So Dom Dotter then puts in a 2:32.6. That's 6th place for him. So a little lap round with Dom Dotter there. Order, see what times people are doing. So Zuzin then he's put in a quicker time, 2:29.9. AL3 up into second, 2:30.5 on that lap 3. Dory, no doubt we'll see him ghost out at some point during this qualifying, and then you'll see a little message pop up in the chat there, probably saying, "Evening everybody, have a good race." Let's see what happens. Third place currently for Dory with a 2:31.2, rear wheel 72, then 2:31.9. Ryder, so he's been in the pits, come back out. Still holding 5th at the minute, but no hot lap on the screen. Don Dotter, we've just been on board with 2:32.6 for him. Steve Scooby, 2:32.9 on lap 2, 7th place for Steve. Maggie Snails in 8th. 2:33.2 for Bags. Paddy then side by side with DJ Macca, trying to get back onto the racing line just in front of him. He's currently in 8th spot on the grid, 2:33.5. West Ham Daz 9, 2:33.9. Stewie Mac then 10th place, 2:34.9. I managed him to go quicker on his second lap there. Is quicker, that 2:32.9, but must have picked up a penalty. DJ Macca in 11th, 2:36.1. JPH is out on track then. Still without a darksmoka sticker. Bad time, JPH. No hot lap from him yet. Just 5.5 minutes of this qualifying left. As I say, it's the finals tonight. And I've got to give a shout out to the P1 boys. They've done me an absolute solid. So I usually commentate over the P1 Mazdas on Sunday night. But Arc Sykes Next Gen has asked me to do the Race of Winners event again, which I feel like I'm obliged to do, and the P1 boys have done a solid and actually moved the Sunday final back to Monday to accommodate. So yeah, big shout out to the P1 boys. boys for that. That's helped me and Mark Sykes out no end. So appreciated. Let's just stick with Zuzu and see if he has gone quicker. He's got a fresh set of rubber on. Not that one. 244. Apologies. 230, 223. Sorry, but it's not showing up as his fastest. Again, Dizzy got a 229. Not showing up as his fastest. Dory then chucking in a fly, 230.2. That throws him into second place. He's had a couple of good results as Dory. Weed King, evening mate, how you doing? Big shout out to the P1 boys from Weed King, aka Thomas, all the way from the other side of the pond. Evening mate, hope you're alright. Dotter then chucked himself up a few spots, 231.8 up into, I was going to say fourth, but he's just been pipped by Stewie Mack on a 231.3. That's a good lap, Stewie. He's getting a lot more confident on his steering wheel, is Stewie. He's not had it that long. So Dotter fifth then, rear wheel 72 in the sixth spot. Nice. Steve Scooby in 7th on a 232. He's just coming towards the line. Let's see what he's got. Might be quicker. Not quite. 232.294. So just a little bit slower than his current fastest. Hyder ride in 8th spot then. Just seeing a little bit of glitchiness there. Let's hope we don't get any lobby issues. Paddy then holding 9th. Lap 5 with that 232.5. JPH just put a 232.8 in. That's his first hot lap. They have made some good racing, these Mazdas. West Ham Daz just ghosting out. He has run himself wide through there. Baggy Snails then pushed down to 12th now. Side by side with Pilgrim Paddy. Wider lines, Macca, wider lines. Macca currently in 13th spot. We'll see whether he can better that. He's got 2 minutes left to get this lap in. Better that 13th spot. Zuzim still holding P1 then. Dory with that 232 out of nowhere, right near the end of quali. He's been doing that a lot recently. You may see 1 or 2 guys parked up at the side of the track any minute as well, just practicing their starts. So can Dizzy go quicker? Got Stewie Mack for company as well. So he does. He puts in a 230.1, so he just pips Dory at that second spot. That pushes Dory down into third. Ooh. So I think a lot of the guys just happy with their laps then. You might see them burning out as well, or just handbrake turning it, donutting. Does seem to happen come the end of these races. So Stewie Mack put in a 235 on that lap. Still holding 5th spot. Baggy Snails is putting a quicker time. He's now in 6th, 231.6. Obviously happy with that. Pulled over. He's just pushed Don Dotter back a spot. So he's down in 7th, then rear wheel 8th. Steve Scooby 9th. Pilgrim Paddy then down in 10th at the minute. JPH has gone a little bit quicker, 232.6. So 11th place for him. West Ham Daz just currently in the pits. 233.2s for West Ham. J Macca again in the pits. Too late for another lap. So I think Maggie's just about to start the race. Keep keeping it very calm tonight, boys. What's going on? There's far too much staticness going on. So Baggy has started the final then. Dory, evening. How you doing, mate? Hope you have a good race. So we're in. Let's just see where we're at. Shouts out from Macca from Gamer Dad. Let's see how he gets on. He is at the back of the pack, so he's got a bit of a punch up, mate, if he wants to get through this lot. So we're on board with Zuzims. Got the lights dead in front. 40 minutes remaining on the clock. The revs are up. Just waiting for the lights. And they're away. It's a good start by everyone. No chaos just yet. Let's see as everyone keeps it clean in the source. Bit of a glitch there from Dom Dotter by the looks of it. Oh, Macca trying to mega dive on the inside. He's up into 8th. Might lose a spot though. He was travelling a bit slowly coming out of the source. But Zuzims then leads us down the hill towards Eau Rouge and Radion. He's got Dizzy for company. Hyder Rider right on Dizzy's tail. Dory on Hyder Rider's tail. So there'll be some slipstream action going up this straight here. Let's keep our eye on Zuzims. So you see there, Dizzy gets the toe, Hyder Rider gets the toe, Dory gets the toe, Stewie Mack will get the toe. So Zuzims is going to lose out 1, maybe 2 spots here. No, he's just lost out on 1. So Dizzy then taking the lead, pushing Zuzims down into 2nd. Hyder Rider still holding 3rd. If he keeps it on track, he has done. Dory 4th, then Stewie Mack 5th. Rear Wheel 72 up into 6th place, JPH 7th, Dom Dotter 8th, Maggie Snails 9th, Pilgrim Paddy 10th, DJ Macca, he's made a few spots up there, a couple of spots, he's up into 11th, Steve Scooby 12th, and West Ham Daz leading 13th then. Dizzy still leading us round. Top 3 just making a little bit of a breakaway from Dory in 4th. It will be tightly bunched with the slipstream effect. Let's go on board with Hyder Rider, so you have a look from his perspective. So he's on the straight then heading down towards Blanchimont. Can he get a good run on Zuzims? Got the toe, he'll be able to get past Dizzy. Dragging Hyder Rider with him, but Dizzy just shut the door on him. Again, just letting off through Blanchimont. Dizzy and Zuzims taking quite defensive lines. Hyder Rider then almost outbraked himself. He's kept it on track. He's allowed Dory to get past him. Unfortunately, Dom Dotter's left the room. That's a shame. JPH now up into 5th spot. Stewie Max 6th. So you may see a lead change down here. No, Zuzims too far in front on that one. He was 2nd up already. Dizzy into 2nd. Dory then 3rd, getting past Hyder Rider through that last chicane. JPH getting involved in this then. He's not that far back. He's only 0.7 of a second back off Hyder Rider, so he'll start gaining a toe. Stewie Max just a little bit far back. Losing a bit of time to the 5 guys in front. Baggy Snail's not that far back off him either, so he will still be getting a little bit of a toe, I think. Maybe not. Paddy then, he's doing alright up into 8th place. He's chasing down Baggy Snails. He's holding a penalty, but shouldn't be too hard to lose that. West Ham Daz up to 9th then. Not sure what's happened there. We're sitting in the back of the pack. Running himself wide then through those cones. He's got Rear Wheel from company and DJ Macca chasing him down. So Rear Wheel taking the outside line. Steve Scooby going defensive into Brussels. Rear Wheel gaining through that one then, overtaking Steve Scooby. DJ Macca now right on the back of Steve Scooby as well. Unfortunately back at the back of the pack for DJ Macca. Lost lost on Doctor as well. So Zuzim's half a second up from Diz. Diz managed to close that gap down a bit. They made a bit of time over Dory. 1.3 seconds that gap. Oh, there's Hyder Rider running it wide. Does he keep it on track? He doesn't. So he's pinned it onto the wall, into the wall on the left-hand side. He's losing places hand over fist. So I'm not sure whether he's got... No, he is back on track. He is now sitting at the back of the pack, and he'll be losing time to the guys in front now. It's a shame for Hyder Rider. He's quite far up the pack. See whether he can gain that time back on DJ Mako. He will be out of the slipstream range from the guys in front. So Zuzims and Dizzy and Dory then all closed back up, as well as JPH. So top 4 drivers got a big gap back to 5th place, so 5.7 seconds. Stewie Max got Baggy Snails closing him down though. Pilgrim and Paddy right on the back of this little fight as well. Baggy Snails just showing a nose to Stewie. Get it done there. He will get a good tow down the hill though. He'll drag Pilgrim Paddy with him. Bob Bristow, evening mate, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Baggy side by side with Stewie then. He's going to make that place up. He's got Pilgrim Paddy, so Stewie Mac might lose this place to Pilgrim as well. Stewie Mac might also gain a bit of a tow off Bags. Just don't think it's going to save him. He's chucked himself out wide. Taking the place back off Baggy then. Paddy's got to be careful, he's on the inside of Bags. Losing his penalty through there as well, but makes that position stick. Baggy Snails then pushed down to 7th. So it's a good drive by Pilgrim Paddy, just to follow Stewie Mac through there. Still trying to lose that penalty. Stewie Mac's picking up penalty through there. Sorry, yes, Stewie Mac's picking up penalty through there. Just running himself wide. West Ham Daz then, he's doing right up to 8th spot. Rear Wheel closing him down though, 9th spot for Rear Wheels. Steve Scooby a couple of seconds back, 2.3. Yes, I'm alright, cheers Bob. Hyder Rider, oh he's got past DJ Maka already, so it looks like DJ Maka has had a couple of off-track moments. Now sitting at the back of the pack, 16.8 seconds back from Hyder. Hyder is closing the gap on Steve Scooby as well. So you never know, Hyder Rider could be fighting his way back through this pack. Just starting to spread out a little bit, the top 4. Not drop the slipstream, so Dizzy going for a move on Zuzims then through Blanchimont. He's got it done, but Zuzims has got the inside line into the last chicane. He's just had to tuck back in behind Diz. He's a good strategist, is Zuzims. He'll be quite happy to sit in 2nd place. Gain the tow, save his fuel, save his tyres a little bit. He doesn't know he's got this long straight down towards Radion coming up. Rather than push earlier, push now, try and take that place off of Diz. He is just sticking right on his rear bumper. It doesn't look like he's going for a move. He'll have ample opportunity as they head up the Kemmel. Side by side running up here. Susan just takes that P1 position. Dizzy's got the inside line. Got it anymore. He's dragged JPH, so JPH has had a stormer through there. He's up into 2nd, but I think he's run himself a bit wide. Losing his penalty as well, but he's going to keep that place. Maybe not. So lucky there, the back end of his car twitched out a little bit, nearly took the front end of Dizzy's car out. So Dizzy and JPH then battling it out for 2nd spot. Dory still in this fight. Pilgrim Paddy's got past Baggy Snails, so it's turning into a 4-way fight for P5. Pilgrim Paddy winning out at the minute. This time Daz just have to run a little bit wide through that hairpin, not to catch Rear Wheel 72's rear end. Hyder Rider, then he's got past Steve Scooby and Stewie Mack. So he's now 7.3 seconds off West Ham Daz. West Ham Daz will be gaining a toe from the guys in front that he's battling with. So it might be difficult for Hyder Rider to gain on him. He's losing a little bit more time through there, so that does show the effect of that slipstream on these lobbies. Time loss between Hyder Rider and West Ham Daz, then 7.4 seconds. So let's chuck ourselves back up to the front. Zuzim still leading. He's got a 2-second gap over Dizzy. Gap just coming down again. So looks like Dizzy and JPH have been battling it out. Dizzy winning out at the minute. JPH will get a good toe down here though. Not close enough to make a move into the source. Again. This nice one straight down here for him to have a play at. Dory's only a second back from those two. These guys further back battling out, they're losing time. Two guys in front, 12.5 seconds back now. Maggie Snail's currently holding 5th spot, Pilgrim Paddy 6th. Regal 72 in 7th. West Ham Daz in 8th. So they have lost a bit of time. Hyder Rider's actually made up time. He's 5.8 seconds back from West Ham Daz. Again, just losing a bit of time there though. He's got Stewie Mack not that far back. Stewie Mack's closing the gap on Hyder Rider again. JPH, what's happened to Diz? Diz now down in 4th spot. It looks like he's been off track. He's now 6 seconds back from Dory in 3rd place, who's right on JPH's rear bumper as they head down towards Pibon. Susie's with a 1.4 second lead currently. Reg GT. No worries, mate, no worries. Close the gap a little bit on Susie's. They're not out of the slipstream range yet. But now the top 3 drivers are a good 6 seconds gap over 4th place Dizzy. It's a lot of work for Diz to do. He's going to slowly but surely drop into these guys' claws. These guys are battling it out, but they will be gaining a toe off each other. Being able to slingshot, therefore. Probably catch Dizzy, but Dizzy out all on his own at the minute. So we'll expect to see pits in about halfway through, about 20 minutes in, 21 minutes, something like that. We'll see. Zuzim's will probably run longer. So battle here then between rear wheel. West Ham does run himself wide through Blanchimont. He's kept himself in the fight though, so it's a 4-way fight for P5 at the minute. Paddy just winning out on that one. West Ham does run in wide, he's got it a bit wrong. Kept it on track though, but he's going to lose loads of time to these 3. So you can see how far back he is. He's 2.8 seconds back from Baggy now. Falling into the clutches of Hyder Rider in 9th spot. Drifting that Mazda through the source, or out the back end of the source. He's dragging Stewie Mack with him. So he's closing the gap massively. West Ham Daz looks like he's going to get that place easily down here. West Ham Daz is going to be careful, he might get the place taken off by Stewie Mack as well, possibly not this lap. Stewie Mack will be able to close the gap on him. A little bit of a penalty he's got to lose though is Stewie. Yeah, he's visibly closer to West Ham Daz through that section along the kettle. Macker, unfortunately, he's down in 11th. We've lost another driver. I think we have. Just second people. Just says Dom Dotter, we saw him leave. I thought we had 13 drivers in this lobby. Then just starting to peel away from the guys behind. 2.6 seconds his lead. Holding just over a quarter of a tank. His tyres aren't too bad either. There's a bit more wear on Dory's tyres when we flick over to him. Just slightly more wear. He's holding a lot more fuel though. So he's spent less time in the pits. He's currently holding fastest lap of the race as well on that lap 5 with a 2:28.3. Cliche, evening mate, how you doing? So for all you boys that have just tuned in, I'm hitting the 200 subscribers mark. I said I was going to do it. So if you send an email to darksmoka@googlemail.com, send me an address, I'll send you some stickers. And I'll just prepare you. They're not great, they're a bit shit. I've sworn on my screen. They're made of paper. Cheers mate. They're made of paper, not vinyl, you know, vinyl covered, so don't put them on anything external, otherwise they'll get wet and fall off. Yeah, why not? So Dory being hounded by JPH, then down the Kemmel. Can he hold this position? JPH is easily close enough to take it. Dory's going defensive though. JPH just backed out of that one. Keeps it, he's running himself wide through there though. That's going to allow JPH to come past. They really ought to think about Zuzin's in front, who's now extended his lead to 3.2 seconds. I thought he will pit earlier than Dory. JPH, what have you done to your tyres? And your fuel, what have you done to your fuel? Tyres just have a leak. Then he's made a bit of time up on the boys in front, so 5.2 seconds. Drive the life out of that Mazda though. He's extended his gap over the guys in front, 16.7 seconds that gap. Paggy Snail's now leading this fight. So 5th. That, so he's 26 seconds back, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds between them. Baggy's just making a bit of a break in front. That gap coming down slowly. Let's go back up actually. Baggy Snail's in 5th then. Stewie Mack looking to 6th. So he's fought his way through. Idle Rider's 7th. So they've quickly got into the fight with Paddy. Blue Wheel 72. Blue Wheel 72 now being pushed down to the 9th spot. So I'm not sure what happened there. West Ham Daz in 10th. I'll just see JPH in the pits. And did, so he's coming 22 minutes remaining. Decided he needs fuel and tyres. He must be listening to the stream. Baggy Snails has had his gap reduced down to half a second between himself and it's now Stewie Mack. So 72 has tripped himself in the pits. Pilgrim Paddy's going for a move on Stewie Mack into the source. Stewie Mack's going to lose that. Pilgrim Paddy's going to drop a bit of his penalty as well as he does so. Can Stewie Mack get the place down back before the bottom of the hill, or will he just hold off and wait for his cones? Let's see. Pilgrim Paddy's gone a little bit defensive. Not really any need to there. So this is where Stewie Mack can gain. Pilgrim Paddy is going to gain. He's got a little bit of a toe off Maggie Snails in front. He's going to go for a move. That's how strong this slipstream is. See Stewie Mack's even possibly going to make a move. He will be firing up this Kemmel straight towards Baggy Snails. Braked early and he's knocked Pitbull Baggy off the track. let's close these three right back up. And Hyder Rider spun off in the background again, so he's going to lose another place. JPH just coming out of the pits then. Oh, that's a bit brutal there, Hyder. So push down into 8th spot, he's going to lose a lot of time to West Ham Daz as well. So that's a shame for Hyder. So West Ham Daz on the 72 still fighting it out. West Ham Daz just a little bit wide through there, so Rear Wheels snuck through the gap. Expect West Ham Daz in the pits this lap, looking at his fuel as well. Rear Wheels 72 have just seen been in, so fresh tyres, fresh tank of fuel. Looking to go to the end on that. So Zuzim's then. Expect him to peel off. How have you gained 9.2 seconds? Crazy man. So Zuzim does peel off into the pits then. Dizzy being hounded by Dory. Dory's got back into this fight. So Dizzy's in. Dory's stopped out. He's holding just under a quarter of a tank. His tyres aren't that bad. Then just got to his pit box, new tyres on, he'll have to wait for fuel as well. So Baggy Snails coming in 4th, just coming into the last chicane. He also pits. Stewie Mac pits, Pilgrim Paddy pits, JPH stops out, he pitted earlier. So it's just Dory and JPH that's out on track. See where else Hyder Rider, so Hyder. Out of fuel. So he's having a bit of a nightmare race tonight. Hyder has been off track twice, lost a lot of positions, got himself back in the fight. Now just run himself out of fuel, so that's a shame. Stewie Max in the pits. DJ Mack is still out, so I'm just going to see him in as well this lap. Paying attention, it can slip my mind every now and then. So he does. DJ Macker comes in then. So let's see where Dory is in relation to everyone else. So he's got 19.6 second lead over Zuzim's second. So he will be able to put in less fuel than the guys who've already pit. And his tyres will be fresher come the end of the race. See, there is holding the purple time, the quickest lap of the race, that 2:28.3. May see that get smashed in this second half of the race. We'll see. So gap coming down a little bit between Dory and Zuzim. Pay attention to how long they were in the pits for. So JPH back in the fight with Diz. Saw JPH come in earlier, but they're right on each other's bumpers now as they head through the chicane there. 72 up into 5th, Baggy Snails 6th. Rear Wheels had a bit of a blinder, he was sort of 10th, 11th, up to 5th at the minute. Baggy Snails for company. Got a bit of a gap over Pilgrim Paddy in front, who's under a lot of pressure from Stewie Mac behind. Stewie Mac trying every sort of line he can to get past Pilgrim. So he should get a good run on him down towards Blanchimont. Thought he could get the move done before Blanchimont. So Dory is in the pits now then. I'm just going to flick up to Dory. Let's see where Zuzim's is on the track. So he does just come round the source. So he's going to take the lead. Where's Dory? He's been released. He has now. JPH. Almost side by side with JPH and Diz then. So this should be another good fight to the end of the race. Just take that second spot as well. JPH and Diz will get a good run down towards Les Combs, so he'll be looking to keep this place with Dory. JPH chucking himself over to the left then, Dizzy sticking in the slipstream with Dory. You can see he's about to get swamped his Dory. Second. So he has just kept third currently. He loses a spot to Dizzy. So he's now got 21 seconds over the fight for 5th place, which is between Ruru and Baggy Snails currently. And they've got 7 seconds down over Ruru. And he's still under pressure from Stewie Mac. So almost side by side as they run through those combs. Bumper to bumper then as they head down towards Brussels. Twitchy there, Pilgrim. Putting his car in the middle of the track, just let Stewie Mac know he's onto him. Don't make any late dives down the inside, because that's where I'm sticking my car. There's Hyder Rider getting on, so he's 16.7 seconds back. He is out on his own. He's got past West Ham Daz. Did he lose a spot to DJ Macca? I can't remember. Still rolling about 18.6 seconds at the back. It's good to see he sticks with it even though he's at the back of the pack. We have had drivers that just quit when they this kind of thing happens. But it's all practice. You can only get better. So Zeus is then 12.3 seconds. He's a bit of a machine, this guy. Dizzy then holding 2nd spot, Dory still holding 3rd. A bit of a wiggle from Diz there. JPH make a move into the source, no, a bit too far back. So it's a lap round with JPH chasing down Dory and Diz. Get wrong, you can run it too tight through that first section, too wide through the second. You can see how quick he's catching up with Dory and Diz. Might even get back into 2nd spot here, he does. So he's got the car bouncing off the limiter. Hard on the brakes for those combs then. He's kept it 3rd. Dory and Dizzy side by side then as they head down towards Brussels. Dory he's running himself a little bit wide, that allows Diz to sneak through, take that 3rd spot back off him. JPH then just leading the way currently as they head down towards Poubon. See Dizzy's going to make a move. Dory's a little bit too far back for that one, so Dizzy chucking himself back up into 2nd spot. JPH has just got to wait his turn, get him back. He's not going to get him back here with Dizzy taking that inside line. On the straight down towards Blanchimont, it shouldn't be too hard being this close. Got to be careful he doesn't lose out to Dory though. Still got Dory in the fight right behind this little fight between Diz and JPH. JPH then closing the gap on Diz. This is not defending that line, knows he's going to lose the spot, so JPH back up into 2nd then. He's just let off a little bit through there. He's kept it defensive into this last chicane as well. Dropped into 2nd gear through this last chicane. Again, easy to run it wide through that exit there. Dizzy's pretty close. Just had a good run out as JPH, but slipstream just starting to come into effect now as Dizzy starts closing back on him. It's going to be a fight between these 3. So he's just extending his gap though, 14.6 seconds up the road. So Rear Wheels managed to get a little bit of a gap over Baggy Snails, 2.7 seconds that gap. Baggy's got plenty of breathing room behind though with 9.8 seconds. Paddy is kind of out on his own. He's got 7.5 back to Stewie Mack, who's under pressure from Hyder Rider. So Hyder Rider's going to take this place off Stewie Mack into the source. And then Stewie is trying to drive around the outside. He does do. Good drive by Stewie. Hyder Rider just having to tuck back into the slipstream then. He'll have to have another go up the Kemmel. So we're still 17.5 seconds back from that fight. And then DJ Mack at 22.4 seconds back. Just 10 minutes remaining in this race. Susie's had a pretty comfortable race. Battling out with the top 5 guys for a little bit. Just managed to make a little bit of a break, as he does do about a quarter of the way, a third of the way into the race, just before the pit window. And it's just been extended ever since. He's a consistent driver, Zuzims. So Dory, Diz and JPH still at it then. Dory putting in purple sectors again. Place to Diz, just getting a little toe down there then. Dory's run himself massively wide. He's kept it on track though, but JPH is going to take some advantage through that. Side by side as they head into this last chicane, but Dory holding the inside line. No chance to make it through there. So he still holds on to that third spot. JPH then gets a good run out of the last turn. Close enough to be side by side as they head into the source. Again, just got to bide your time, wait for those long straights, get the advantage of that slipstream, exploit it. Maggie Snails back up into 5th then. What's happened to rear wheel? So these two have now swapped places. About 2.7 second gap between these two, but in reverse, where rear wheel was in 5th, Baggy was in 6th. Pilgrim Paddy still out on his own. Hyder and Rider though is closing that gap a little bit on Pilgrim. He's just got past Stewie Mack. Can he make any positions up before the end of this race? Just 8 minutes left. Just had a look at West Ham Daz. A bit of a fight all of his own. DJ Macker still rolling about. Oh, so Steve Scooby's left the room now. What on earth? Oh, so his pedal set's broken. So he's obviously ploughed into a wall at full speed. Zuzims then, I'm not even going to flick to him, it's just a pink car all right on its own, look, winning, just winning. 16.5 seconds up the road. I'm sure you've got special fuel, got a little bit of ethanol in there or something. So Dizzy's still leading the next little pack round, holding that second spot. Dory just half a second back, JPH is just half a second back as well. Again with the toe, these gaps will come down ridiculously quickly. So into Blanchimont once more. Minor stern as they head into the last chicane then. Check on Maggie Snails and rear wheels, still the gap 2.7 seconds. Slowly coming down between rear wheel and Bags. See whether Baggy can hold on to this spot. 6.5 minutes remaining. Get about 2 more laps in. Not a lot to worry about from Pilgrim behind. 11.4 seconds back. Hyder Rider has closed the gap on him. Paddy kind of left the turn a little bit late, and I think Hyder Rider just saw a gap. I'll have that. Unfortunately, he just clipped Paddy's rear end. So he's had to relinquish that spot and give it back. So a good bit of driving by Hyder. Unfortunately, it's cost him loads of time, and he is holding a massive penalty as well. Paddy needs to get back past Stewie Mack then to gain that place off him. Good run down the Kemmel. Unfortunately, Hyder Rider's now left the room as well, I think. Oh no, he's not. Someone disappeared off screen behind me. It's Hyder. So he's brought that gap straight back down to less than a second. Penalty as well, trying to lose that. It does affect you when you cross the line at the end of the race. It does add on to your time, so if you're in a battle like this at the front and you're holding a sort of 2.3 second penalty like Hyder is, you definitely lose out 2 spaces, 2 positions. Extended more, almost 18 seconds lead. Dizzy still leading this fight for second place between these 2 drivers. These have pretty much been at it since the start of the race. Dizzy did get dropped a little bit, managed to make the time back up and get back into the fight. Holding his second spot as well. This track is a little bit different to the regular tracks that are used in the Mazda Lobby. It's one of the longer tracks. As you can see, 2.5 minute laps. The majority of the routes, the races have been sort of a minute and a half laps. Let's see what's going on here. Dizzy's still leading the way. He's got defensive. Can Gordon take that position off him? He's going to go for a run around the outside. The inside line for this one, but then Diz has kept that line. He'll have the inside line into this turn as they head down to Brussels. So it keeps that P2 then for now, does Diz. JPH should have to settle back into those 3rd and 4th spots. Wheels now got himself back past Baggy Snails. Baggy Snails closing the gap though. Won't be close enough before Les Combs. Swapping positions. Baggy's running himself right through there. That's going to compromise his exit as well. Loses loads of time to rear wheel through that. Yeah, he's now 3.5 seconds back and losing time still. So well out of slipstream range now for Baggy. So a lot of work for Baggy to do if he wants to get back into the battle with rear wheel in front. Mack then got back past the drop Pilgrim Paddy completely. Hyder Rider's got back onto the rear end of Stewie Mack. So I don't know what happened to Pilgrim Paddy, but he's down in 9th now. West Ham Daz 10th. Slowly closing on Pilgrim. DJ Macker still holding 11th, 35 seconds back. I do say in some of the other lobbies, DJ Macker was rolling about 13th spot at one point in this race. 2 people left. He's made up 2 spots automatically, so extra points for him, regardless of where he's finished. So he's then 19.5 seconds almost. Dizzy, JPH, and Dory. Lost a spot to JPH then. There's JPH making a late move at the end of this race. There's only 1 minute remaining. Nothing to worry about for Dizzy in front. He's got a 19.3 second lead. Unless he spins it off track or flips his car upside down, I think he's safe. AO3 currently defending that second spot in this race. Already getting a good run. Can he get the run around the outside? Looks like he's run himself massively wide. He has done. He's cut that chicane massively, but he's done a decent thing. He's allowed the other two drivers to get back past him before continuing the fight, picking up a penalty in the process. So he needs to lose that and get back on the gas. So Dizzy just making a bit of a break from these two. He's got a second gap over them, running a little bit of time over JPH. Just don't push it too hard, Diz. Down to a second, then that gap. So really, he's only got to fend these two off through Blanchimont, and he should be safe, unless they go for some late, crazy, suicidal launch. So just watch Zuzim then as he comes into Blanchimont for the last time. We are on the final lap. Played it well, he's just about out of fuel. Hard on the brakes then for the chicane for the last time. So he does come across the line with a 21-second lead over second place Dizzy. Good race, Zuzims. First place for you. Dizzy then managed to fend these two off down there through Blanchimont. He's holding a bit of a defensive line. It's now nothing for the two drivers behind. Looks like JPH is going to win out that last podium position, although he's run himself a little bit wide. Oh, he does take it. Dizzy takes second, JPH just takes third. Dory was very unlucky there not to just sneak past him. Fourth place for Dory. Fortunate rear wheel then. Looks like he's going to bring home fifth place. He's made loads of time over Baggy now, 8.6 seconds. Baggy. Oh, Baggy's out of fuel. Well, he is now. So that's him done. Second place. He's just cut the corner as well. Been reset. He brings home sixth position. Does Baggy? No fuel in his tank. Very lucky then. Hyder Rider's not that far back from him now. Rider also out of fuel. Oh, Stewie Mac span off in the background. Oh, last corner, Stewie. What? Pilgrim Paddy 8th then. Stewie Mac, what happened? I've seen you on track all race. 9th place for Stewie, just losing out to Pilgrim Paddy, I think, there at the end of that race. West Ham Daz coming home 10th. And DJ Macca already crossed the line as the time has ticked over. So another good race by the P1 boys. That was the final of the Thursday lobby of the Mazda Touring Car Cup. Myself, I'm back on Sunday night at 8 o'clock for the Race of Winners. That's Next Gen Race of Winners. So that is all the leagues that Next Gen ran this season. All the winners of those leagues get entered into a race. It's 4 different tracks, 4 different cars, different lobby settings, all that sort of stuff, and it's a kind of winner takes all. It was a good race last season. Potter McPott and F124YS battled it out for 4 races. Ended up being 5 races because we decided to run a final round at Nordschleife, which kind of Potter won, but they decided to end up as a draw, so they both took the championship, if you like. Yeah, so that's Sunday night at 8 PM, and then, as I say, the P1 boys. Oh my God, what can I say? You've done me a solid. So I usually do the P1 boy Mazda's Sunday lobby, obviously on Sundays, but due to the Race of Winners, the P1 boys have, big up your chest lads, have moved their final race for the Sunday lobby to Mondays, just to accommodate me. What can I say? I appreciate that, boys. It's very much appreciated. So I will mention it again. I've hit the 200 subscribers mark. Well, 201 now, but the 201st didn't want to tell me who they were, so forget. I I've hit 200 subscribers. I did say I was going to give out stickers when I got 200 subscribers. I've got the stickers and I've got an email address. So send your addresses to darksmoka@googlemail.com and I'll come round and burgle your house. I mean, send you a sticker. Alright? Yeah, good bit of racing between the boys for third. Izzy just winning out, managed to fend those two boys off. Hyder Rider getting some props. Yeah, he's looking quick. Maybe just not quite coping with these Mazdas. Not quite, you know, maybe not enough practice for them. But he was battling out with the top boys. Maybe it doesn't quite, you know, maybe the slipstream settings are a little bit strong. Not this Sunday, you won't, Hyder. This Monday you will be. But yes, that's my lineup. 8 o'clock Sunday for the next gen race of winners. As I say, 4 races, 4 cars, 4 tracks. And then Sunday night, 9 o'clock, big up yourselves P1 for the final, even though it's Monday, it's the final of the Sunday lobby. Alright? I know, I'm a little bit confused myself. So that's about it. I'll put links in the description below. I'll put the email address in the links, descriptions and all that stuff below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, all that sort of stuff. Tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.